You see that? Did you see that disclaimer at the bottom?
Video games, video games. Video games, video games. Yes.
So this is the new Mario Kart Direct. It's not very long, and I'm hoping we see some new stuff in it. That looked like one of the Super Nintendo courses, the first one. Yeah, we're showing some classic tracks in here.
Drivers, start your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game, available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there? Across cities, plains, a desert, and even the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected
I just
world.
want to know if there's a reason for the free roam
Races
besides
are held on
just
courses scattered throughout various regions that span this
to
world.
drive around.
And you can freely drive between them. There's a lot in
That
store,
looked like they had a
and we're
Super
only
Nintendo
at the
course
starting line.
in over there.
Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you. Here we go.
Hope they have good tracks. Wasn't the biggest fan of the Switch one. Love it. This looks cool. Maybe solo kart. Yeah, I just want to know if there's a reason to do the free roam other than, hey, let's go just drive around. Like if you can unlock things.
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding
I like
region.
snow and ice courses.
Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit. And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss
Yeah,
it.
we saw this full course in the treehouse.
See the sights and structures of Crown City.
I like this one. Especially at
You
night.
can even soar in style down Main Street. Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty Speedway and make a splash around the city's canals. Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview
Yeah, I
Peak.
like this one.
Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery. Have a spirited showing at the ghostly movie
See, this
theater
looks
Boo
like an
Cinema.
older track.
It's a whole new kind of drive-in
I
theater.
can't think of which one I'm thinking of. That Boo
And
Cinema one.
in addition
Cinema
to
one.
lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory, Peach Beach, Wario Shipyard, and more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world.
That's cool.
Where races can happen during the day or at night.
So you can play some of them old tracks at night. That's pretty cool.
Race as familiar characters like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and Yoshi.
Yoshi!
Plus new drivers like Goomba,
Any Goomba fans?
Spike, and that's right, Cow.
People are excited about the cow.
Even more new racers are waiting and ready to roll. Select your character. Choose your vehicle. Then you're off to the
Yeah, you don't have to
races.
put the pieces together anymore.
Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits
Like you don't pick the tires or the glider.
There are two main styles of race revving up in this world: Grand Prix and Knockout Tour. In both modes,
The cow.
up to 24 drivers can participate.
Yeah, what's weird and we kind of figured it out when we were watching the
Revving up.
treehouse. When you do the Grand Prix and you do the cups and you do the 4 tracks, the first track is the only track you do 3 laps of. The other 3 courses, you drive to them and do 1 lap for each of them. And that's kind of weird. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. It depends how it plays. But like all them straight lines we were seeing, like that's the way it is for a lot of the Grand Prix. And the knockout, the one we saw, seemed like a lot of straight lines. So I'm hoping that's not the case when the game comes out, that it's not as straight racing as it looks like.
World, Grand Prix, and Knockout Tour. In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate, the most in series history.
Yeah, that's going to be chaos.
Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers.
Yeah, so these are like in the sections
and other
between
obstacles
tracks,
along the
I
way.
think.
Try to steer clear. And now, get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star
Classic
Cup,
music here.
and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot.
I never tried
In
200
Mushroom
cc.
Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit. While the second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City.
Now 150 was fine.
For the first time,
Fine enough challenge for
you'll
me.
need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix.
You gotta learn braking in
don't
it.
sleep at the wheel.
Yeah, I heard it's crazy fast.
And if you conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Wow, so you get Rainbow Road if you gold
Next
all
up
the
is a new mode,
all the cups.
Knockout Tour. From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and
Yeah,
more.
when we watched them play this on the Treehouse, it was super easy. And they even had it on 150 and CPU hard, and there was never any CPU near them at all. It was just like them 1-2 the entire way. So I'm hoping it's not going to be that easy. But this might be better for a 24-player online experience, too.
These extended races take you from one end of the world to the other. Get ready for a sprint. But you've got to place if you want to stay in the race.
Yeah, I think this will probably be a very fun
Speed
online
towards
competitive
checkpoints
mode,
throughout
yeah.
the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running.
But it looked very easy in, like, 2-player mode.
Buckle up. The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to drive to survive in
So yeah, they
Knockout
cut
Tour.
4 people
So keep your
every
eyes on the
checkpoint.
prize and aim for first place.
That looked like a Mario Kart 7 track right there.
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items that'll help you out. Coin shell. When you throw a coin shell, coins will
That's
appear.
boring.
Now's your chance to grab them.
Especially
Just
if
don't
you already
let your
have 10
rivals
coins,
cash in
that's a
first.
waste.
Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning. Hammer. Aim the hammer in an arc, and now
I like that, if it
Hammers
can hit-
also stay on the course for a short time.
If it can
and
hit
be
multiple
used to
people.
block off rivals. Mega mushroom. With the mega mushroom, go big, so your rivals will go home.
They had a similar power-up
Feather.
like that in the Sonic.
Use the feather to
Cross
jump
Worlds.
up and avoid attacks.
I remember getting run over by monster trucks.
You may even discover
They jumped the red shell. I wonder if you can jump the blue shell with this, because a lot, if it's like the old games, the blue shell like comes from above you and it like on your head. So I wonder if the feather does nothing for the blue shell, or if there'd be a way to avoid it. But you have to know that a red shell's coming at you, and I never look in my rear view.
feather. Use
You
the
know,
feather to
so
jump
I
up
don't
and
think
avoid attacks.
I would ever notice that.
You may even discover some unexpected routes.
So you can jump in for a shortcut.
With Comics Magic, your rivals will transform.
Okay, I never knew he was pronounced comic. Never knew that. I always thought it was Kamek.
Comic. With Comics Magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious effects will happen? You'll have to see for yourself.
So
The
how does
lower
that
your
hurt
placement,
them?
The more likely you are to find items that'll turn the tables. So when you get
I hate
items,
lightning.
Go for it.
I hate being hit with lightning.
And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way. These include...
I hope those are off by
Smart
default.
steering,
I remember in
which
Mario
helps you
Kart
stay
8,
on the course.
one of those was on by default, like smart
Tilt
steering or
controls,
something like
where you
that.
can hold the Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer. And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like
How'd the wheels get worse since the Wii? Like, the Wii wheel was a good size. Yeah, I know the controller was bigger. But that, like, just because the Joy-Con's smaller than the Wiimote doesn't mean you gotta shrink the wheel. Like, how'd the wheels get worse? For the kids, I guess they got smaller hands.
really driving.
But the Wii had the best wheels.
Ooh, how about a quick break?
Why has Rosalina got a
snack
bus to
sounds
her?
good right about now. Hey, look, it's a drive-through.
Alright, this is what I'm talking about. Are they doing this in free roam?
Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food. Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal.
Okay, so if you can get more costumes and stuff
Eat
in
some
free
sushi
roam, that's
and-
pretty cool.
Whoa, nice threads. Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen. Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find? Make a pit stop and check out these drive-thrus all around the
I
world.
think they're all cosmetic though, right? They don't do
That was a
anything,
nice
I don't
detour.
think.
Now let's
Power-wise.
get back to the action. Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race. Charge.
They've always been good with water. Like I remember like Wave Race 64. Just always like that. I remember that like was mind blowing, the water racing in that. And that was on the Nintendo 64.
Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race. Charge jump. You can now use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Okay, what does that do?
Use this to leap over obstacles.
Yeah, that's cool.
Grind along power lines. And dodge attacks from your rivals.
So you don't even need the feather to do that. You can do it with the
And
charge
if you
jump.
jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
I think that's where see that, like that shortcut. We're gonna have to start looking differently for shortcuts. Instead of just looking for other paths, we're gonna have to be looking at the walls. Because right here, this shortcut, right there, that's crazy.
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places like this. Ah, so close. Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind.
Okay, well,
This will return your vehicle to its original position. Nice. Made it.
I mean that would be in single player mode only.
This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course. Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead.
Okay, so that's interesting. So it's not like a normal, like, cheat rewind. You can move yourself backwards, but the other people keep going. That's interesting. I wonder if that will be in multiplayer then, because it actually puts you at a disadvantage. If you rewind before a shell hits you, the shell would keep going because they said your competitors don't change. So would you back up into the shell? That's a good question.
Want to take a spin in even more races?
Yeah, show me the other modes.
In time trials, it's you against the clock. Here you can race without
That's a
any other
Famicom hat.
competitors. And if you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world. Customize the rules of the road in versus race.
Teams.
You can use the classic
This
rule
is
setup.
what I don't understand. Who was talking about teams before? Somebody in one of the previous streams was talking about teams. They got teams. This is what I don't get. I always thought the CC was the difficulty. Because 50cc was always the easiest, 100cc was a little more difficult, and 150cc was the hardest until, the 200, which is even harder. So what? Now we also have computer difficulty, which is separate. This is confusing to me.
Customize the rules of the road in Versus Race.
I don't know what the teams are like.
You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course, or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another. You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour. Up to 24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams.
I like this.
Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal.
They still at some point need to add the double dash carts. With 24 players online, you would think a double dash mode would be like a guarantee. I like the teams though.
Battle mode. Pop off locally or online.
I never got into this. A lot of people love this mode. I was never a battler.
Your rivals out. And coin runners, where you can go for the gold by collecting the
So
most
now it's
coins.
just the speed, you think,
Race or battle.
for the
Enjoy
CCs,
whatever
and then the
drives you.
difficulties that come. It was in Deluxe. I never played it.
When you're not racing,
What's up,
you
Anderson?
can enjoy free roam.
Yeah, a
And
lot
go
of people like
wherever
battle
your
mode. I
heart
just
takes
never
you.
never really
No
did it.
roads? No problem. Ride the rivers. See the seas. Drive the desert.
Yeah, I want to know, like, what's the point of this?
Or jump off from way up
Like,
here.
do you get things?
You can go wherever you like, even to the edges of the world. Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Okay, stuff like this. This is what I'm
Hit
talking
hundreds
about.
of P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
This is cool. Now I get it. Like, that was an
By
answer.
completing them,
to
you
a
can
question I
hone your
had.
driving ability outside of races.
I never played Cops and Robbers either. Maybe I need to
There
experiment
are also
more.
hidden coins,
This is what I'm... Okay, thank you. They answered my questions.
hidden panels, and more.
Now
So
I have a
take
reason
the
to do
scenic
free
route
roam.
and explore. Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like.
Yeah, now I have a reason to do free roam.
Strike a pose.
The
Look at
music's
the
great.
camera. Choose a frame.
Yeah,
to
they
decorate
have to
and
have a double dash mode. To me,
Nice.
that's a
That
no-brainer,
one's
you
a
know,
winner.
at some point. And the costume drive-thrus, yeah. That was Mario 64 song.
If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system. The game
You don't
also
get the
supports
photo mode?
local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way. And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in online play. This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you. Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location. Battle or race with custom rules. Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own. You can also take photos
look at
together
that.
along the way.
The Super
if
Nintendo
that's more your
sprites.
speed.
So look at this. Donkey Kong Jr., who hasn't been in a game, since then? is now in a 2025 game. Interesting. You always go for a smaller player. I don't know how people win with Wario or DK. I've never used a big one either. DK Jr. became Donkey Kong. Cranky Kong is the original Donkey Kong. That's canon. But did they actually say that this is canon? Because that one thing I saw was like he was kind of like written out of existence. So I don't know. I used Red Yoshi in the last one. Yeah, OG Donkey Kong from like the Donkey Kong arcade game is Cranky, yeah. Princess looking kind of cute. Said it without saying it? Okay. I like that. That's cool how they're all lined up with the old ones. Oh, look at it. It's even got the date. That must have been the release date.
With Game Chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out.
That choppy footage, man.
Nice. Are you kidding me?
Or take a back seat and
That's
watch
what I
each other's
thought,
game
Toro.
screens.
I don't know why they would want that frame
you have
rate
a
on there.
Nintendo
I don't
Switch
even know why they would advertise it. And also, look how much smaller it makes your screen. I don't know. Kids might like this. I'm not interested in that.
Are you kidding me?
Or take a back seat and watch each other's
Yeah, it's
game
like
screens.
5 frames a second. It's crazy.
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together.
That's cool to have like their face over the cart. That's cool. Is it cool enough to spend however much that camera costs? Not in my opinion, no.
Who's close by? Wait, who just passed me? You'll be able to tell in an instant. Hey, Michelle, and...
Yeah, unless you can use other cameras. Like, I wonder if you'd be able to use regular web cameras.
And
Or if you
when
have to
playing
use the
together
Switch
in
one.
person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces.
Like, stream directly from it. I don't think so because, if they didn't say, and I think that would be something that they would have promoted at the Switch 2 Direct, and they didn't. So if you can, they're keeping it a secret for now.
And when playing together in person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces. Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
Everything looks great. It's just expensive. Yep. Yeah, the bundle's definitely going to be the one everybody's going to want. Because this is an $80 game, but it's $50 if you get the bundle. But you don't get it physical either, so.
A transcontinental race around the world is
That
just
sand
around
run
the
looked
corner
cool.
in Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
You see that? Did you see that disclaimer at the bottom? Limited time production through fall 2025, available while supplies last. There's your disclaimer. That one's going to be tough to get. They're just going to stop selling it because it's a digital game. So the supplies would never run out. It's just a digital code in there with the game. But yeah, there you go. This one's going to be a limited bundle. This looks very fun. My only concern is the Grand Prix modes. You don't do 3 laps on course 2, 3, and 4. You only do 1 lap, and you do a long straightaway. That looks very boring to me. I hope it doesn't feel that way when you're playing it.